Okay, so to finish off this journal page a little bit, I know that I had said the technique was only about this peekaboo technique in making your borders, etc. But as per usual, I can't leave a page blank. I seem to have collaged a little bit on that side. So I'm going to work on this side, and I figured, you know what, I might as well keep filming. And then it's entirely up to you whether you want to do what it is that I've done or you want to do your own thing. Okay, now because I'm working in this black journal, the issue will be that I want the paint that I'm going to put on top of this page to retain some of its vibrancy and not get really dull and lost in the black of the page underneath. So what I'm doing here is I'm just using some clear gesso, because then when I go on top with my paint, the clear gesso has provided a little bit of tooth or a little bit of grip for the paint, and hopefully it sealed the page underneath, and then that way the paint that I put on top shows its vibrancy and it doesn't dull off. So I hope that makes sense and I didn't just senselessly ramble on, which I do tend to do. So that is clear gesso on the page, and now I'm going to make sure that I dry that really thoroughly. Okay, so now I'm going to use some of these watercolor women. They are, I think they are from Etsy. They were images that I bought off Etsy, and I've just printed them onto presentation paper. You can print them onto any paper that you like, collage paper, rice paper, but I've resized a couple of these. So I think I want to use her, but I also want to keep this a little bit more organic looking. So I'm not going to use my scissors, but first of all, I think what I'm going to do to stop myself from ripping into the other ladies, I'm going to take her out and put her to the side. And then I'm just going to come in and I'm going to just rip sort of around the colors that are already here, because I want to try and keep some of these colors and textures, because I'm going to try and extend this image down across my journal page. I don't really like how that, so I'll bring a little bit of that down. Now the thing to remember with this paper as well is that if you've got a lot of these edges that you've ripped some of the layers off, that's not so bad, but try and bring them back in terms of rip off, so that you don't have so many of these layers just sort of sitting there, because sometimes when you've got these middle porous layers exposed, you might find that the color of paint really absorbs into that section, and then that can stand out more than any other part of your page. So now what I want to try and do is work out, when my page is like this, peekaboo, what section do I want sticking out around the butterfly. Okay, so that, here when you turn this page, I like the fact that I can see some of a person's lips. It's obvious that there is a person there on the other side. So I'd like to sort of do the same, I think, on this side. So it's good to check out your positioning. I mean, I like the fact that I can see her face through there. I don't mind if some of that other stuff now gets moved around, but I like that positioning for where I can see the face. So what you need to do now is you need to get some of your gel medium. Look, you could use your gesso, your clear gesso as well if you want to. That's up to you. But I'm going to use my gel medium and I'm going to go over the page just in the general area that I think I'm going to stick my person down, and I'm actually going to put a little bit on the back of her as well, because sometimes I might not have done it properly to the edges on that page, so there could be bits and pieces that stick up. So I'm just going to go ahead and put some of that down, and then again look at the positioning in terms of where did I decide I kind of wanted her. Yeah, about there. I go ahead and stick her down, and then take some of your gel medium as well, and working your way from the center to the sides of the page. Here you can see I didn't get to the edges there. Working your way through. Now try and remove some of your excess brush strokes. Try and keep that fairly smooth if you can. Right, and then go ahead and dry that.